Scorpio, welcome to Light Guided. This is Lisa. I'm here to do your energy reading for the month of August. I'm looking forward to seeing what messages are here for you. Before I get started, if you're interested in a personal reading, intuitive counseling, or distance energy healing work, you can find more information about that in the link below at our website, lightguided.com. Messages here are very general, so if they resonate with you, great. Please take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. Of course, we love to hear your comments, and also please feel free to like, share, or subscribe if you are called to do so. With that, Scorpios, I'm going to start the readings a little bit different. I'm going to be starting with these Heart and Soul Oracle cards. These are cards for love, life, and transformation, and they're absolutely beautiful. And before I dive into that, Scorpios, I want to just take a moment to tune into your energy and see what messages come forward, if any, before I pull cards. Kind of an interesting energy here for you, Scorpio. I'm getting this sense of like, it feels like you're right in the middle of something pretty intense, but not necessarily a bad thing. It has some very positive energy around it. There's a sense that whatever you are going through right now that has this positive energy about it, there's a feeling here that there's part of you that's sort of waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're kind of waiting for the energy to shift. For most of you, I'm getting this is around relationship. And for some of you, it's just part of where you are in your life journey right now, that there's this kind of low-level anxiety or worry about what's ahead, or if you'll be able to maintain the stability that you have right in this moment. Let's see if I get anything else there for you, Scorpio. I'm seeing love is on your mind. Definitely that you're thinking about love, and who isn't, right? I mean, gosh, how many of you all have been isolated at home for the last 6 months? I think we're all thinking about isolation and not being in isolation, and how do we connect with other people. So that makes a lot of sense. I'm also seeing very powerfully the color yellow for you, Scorpio, which is the solar plexus energy. And that's really the energy around asserting your power, asserting your will, but not necessarily doing that in an aggressive way. But it's about coming forward in a way where you have, you're empowered in your voice, you're feeling empowered in your space, in your energy. And this may be coming forward more related to work at this time. And I'm also getting some of your third eye chakra and throat chakra here. So some of you may be working on developing some psychic skills in the month of August, and deciding, what you want to do with that, whether or not you want to share that gift with other people, or just continue to practice it as part of your own healing tools. Boy, lots of stuff coming up, Scorpio. So I'm also seeing a lot of green heart energy here. I'm getting it also as earth energy, meaning I'm seeing you kind of being in the grass, being around trees, being around things that are green, and seeing that as being very nourishing and nurturing to you in the month of August. So if you are able to travel, if you are able to get outside, if you are able to get into nature, that feels like a very strong and powerful message for you. All right, my dear hearts, with that, let's go ahead and actually jump into the cards now and see what messages Spirit has for you. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful energy that is. How interesting. So I'm seeing heart energy and third eye energy here. And lots of love in this card. There's lots of kind of bordering on passion, but more just a sense of love, like romantic love, and also compassion, a sense of compassion in this as well. This says, something will be revealed in a dream or through someone you trust. The information sheds light on something that has remained hidden from you for some time. Suddenly, the missing piece of the puzzles appear and you are able to see the bigger picture. That's beautiful. So that's a message for some of you, and that may be related to love. That might be related to, you know, something coming out about love connection. So let me continue to pull some energies here for the month of August for Scorpio. Oh, the cards are just leaping out today. Literally leaping out. Literally flying off out of my hands. One more card, please, Spirit. One more card. Interesting. The frog spirit came out. There's a lot of green energy there. I was seeing a lot of green around you. As I was connecting in with your heart space, and also the idea of connecting with the earth, connecting with nature. This card 28 boils down to a 10, which is the end of a cycle. So clearing out the clutter. This could be clearing out the clutter of your mind, clearing out the clutter of your home, making room, clearing out past patterns. I feel like I need to get more clarification on that. There's more messages here, but let's look at the other two. Stag spirit, take the lead. This is about, from a very feminine energy, this is about gently taking the lead in something. This could be taking the lead in a relationship. It could be taking the lead in your family, in a work situation. But this is taking the lead in a gentle way. It's not an aggressive energy at all. It's a very feminine energy. And be peace. Really embody the feeling and energy of peace. The lightness of this card, in the dove spirit, all of this light around, I was seeing some of that for you, but I'm also noticing that the dove is flying in the dark, but it's also connected to intuition. There's a lot of indigo here, so I feel like this is a message around connecting in with your intuition so that you can feel that peace in your heart. You might be feeling like you're in the dark right now about how to obtain this feeling of peace, how to be at peace with what's going on. For others of you, you may already be stepping into this energy where you're really feeling that sense of peace and ease and calm. I'm going to look a little bit more at frog spirit and see what other messages may be there for you. There's also a lot of green energy here. I feel like this is very heart energy. Okay. There's that romantic connection. Ooh. All right, so definitely for some of you, stepping into romance. I'm seeing just like love, just the feeling of love, and Well, let me pull the final cards on here before I speak. Yeah. Wow. So clarifying, clearing out clutter. Look at these messages. We have door to romance, caring connection, happy family, the sun, and thinking woman. We'll have to look at thinking woman a little bit more. I'm wondering if thinking woman might actually be representing you, whether you're in a male or female physical body, doesn't matter. But this energy, this feels very much like a Queen of Swords energy, which is mental energy, thinking energy, sometimes being very abrupt, cutting things off. I'm wondering for some of you, this is an interesting message, so I'm wondering for some of you, clearing out the clutter. I wonder if some of you are thinking about either a past connection that needs to be healed and moved out of your energy, or you're focusing so much on this desire, the desire for romance, the desire for happy family, the desire for caring connections, etc., that you're thinking so much about that it's actually cluttering your energy, it's cluttering your mind. So for some of you, you might need to be allowing more and thinking less, being present with, where things are versus where you think they need to be or where they're supposed to be. That kind of vibe is coming through here. The other message is what I feel like for those of you where there's this overthinking, this sort of staying in your head more than your heart. What I'm getting is that as you move into your heart energy, as you clear out the clutter of the past, that you're actually then opening the door. You're then opening the door to romance, this connection, and really reaching your dream of having this very happy, contented family. And so it may be that for some of you where this is resonating, you just might need to be letting go of some of that past energy. And ultimately, we get the sun here, which is a beautiful energy and very much about what I'm hearing is that shine the light on this is what I'm hearing. So where there's clutter in your thoughts, in your physical world too, like in your home, if you need to clean out your home, like bring the light to those places. Allow yourself to illuminate those darker spots so that you can heal them, clear them out, etc. All right, let's see what further messages Spirit has for you for the month of August, Scorpio. What else can we know for Scorpio in the month of August? Oh, okay. A couple more cards here. These cards are being kind of stubborn here. All right. So this first card really caught my attention, this adjacent possibilities on Take the Lead. What I'm getting from that, remember I described that energy as being very feminine and kind of laid back. It's not like you're forcing anything or pushing anything forward here. What I'm getting with this and coupled with adjacent possibilities is allow your intuition, allow your heart to move you forward, and don't allow yourself to get distracted by these other possibilities. It's sort of like they take you off the path, and these other, things actually become clutter, right? When we lose focus, all of these other possibilities become clutter, and that may be here that, it's also just a reminder to stay focused and not allow yourself to get distracted. Temple path. I feel like this is similar. It's like stay focused on the goal. Stay focused on where you're going. Stay focused on following your heart, being true to your heart, being in your heart, being compassionate and loving. Connecting with nature seems like a good way to do that. But stay focused on where you're going and not allowing yourself to get sidetracked. And I think in that energy, when you are focused, when you are able to stay clear without getting distracted, I think that's where you find peace. I think it's all the distractions that get in your way. And sometimes you have a hard time discerning these distractions from your path. It's like, well, if these things are coming up, then maybe they're meant for me. And, that takes some discernment and some practice to figure that stuff out. But, you have to know and be very clear about where you're going. And then you can be very clear about what fits into that and what doesn't. And remember also, I'm getting the message that just allow the process to unfold. There are no mistakes. When you trust your heart and you trust yourself and you allow things to unfold and you move in the direction of your dreams and you stay focused, there are no mistakes. You can't mess it up. So don't be worried about that. As I said earlier, some of you are really starting to tap into your psychic gifts and abilities, and this may be very much part of this path that you're on, to start connecting in with this part of yourself. And I'm getting for some of you who are connecting with that energy in the month of August, September, that you're really, really starting to get a feel for how to use that energy in a way that is going to help you to heal. It's going to help you to move forward, and you may decide to even begin to help working with other people, using your gifts to work with other people. So that's exciting. And then we also have the second chakra, which is sacral chakra energy, Archangel Ariel. And this energy is about creation. It's about fire. It's kind of the yang energy. And it's also about like I said, it's creativity. It's like manifestation. That's the word I was looking for. This is about manifestation. So I feel like for some of you, you are beginning to tap into this energy as well, this manifestation energy. And it's sort of like you're just learning to ride a bike and you still have training wheels on. So that's the way it's coming to me, is like you're trying to use this energy, but you still feel very new at it. And the message there is to, just do some research, check out there's lots of YouTube videos that talk about manifestation, that talk about leveraging that energy. And I would say start with just learning and understanding, what people are talking about there. Abraham Hicks is a really good resource for learning about that as a concept. Putting it into action is a little bit different. Manifesting is a little bit different when we put it into action. I think sometimes I feel like we oversimplify that because we do have blocks, toward manifesting, and getting to how we heal those blocks can be a little bit more involved sometimes. So messages there. Let's see if there are any other messages for Scorpio for the month of August. That card wants to come out. All right, so we have third chakra. There's the solar plexus energy. And if you look at this, you can see where it's really connected to a spiritual source and also the heart energy. So aligning all of those energies really helps us to feel empowered and to have clarity and to have a sense of presence. And I feel like that is energy that, again, some of you are newly tapping into and some of you are already in this energy. learning how to, that's part of the manifestation too, learning how to channel that energy into manifestation. And patience, ultimately patience. There's another message here with patience. Let me get a clarifier on patience. Let me clarify patience. What is patience about? One more card, please. So patience is, there's a couple messages here. On the one hand, patience is about the practice. So where you are not seeing things come together in the way that you want or expect, there is some practice, there's some work that goes into that, some healing work that goes into that. And then just practice around, like, you know, if you have a meditation practice or whatever you're doing to hone your psychic skills, there's practice in that, there's work in that. It's like learning any job, right? You want to learn the skill of how to manage that. So having patience with yourself. I'm also getting strongly having patience with other people. There's been some people around you that have really pushed your buttons lately, and they've kind of, some of them have been less than honest. Some of them, I feel like the anxiety card and the Seven of Swords are related here, which is some of these folks have been less than honest. They've been envious. They've been pushing your buttons. They've been kind of tripping you up a little bit, and it's causing you some anxiety. So having patience both with yourself in that process, but having patience with other people too. In this case, for most of you, those people that are around you that are sort of, again, pushing your buttons and things like that, they're just going through their own healing. They're going through their own stuff. So don't take that personally. But I do see here that for some of you where it's really triggered you and pushed your buttons, you've kind of shut down to those people. Yeah, and just recognize that they're going through their own thing too. It's not necessarily personal. Okay, so let's look now, Scorpio, at what energies need healing. What energies need healing in the month of August? I'm going to take those. A bunch of cards fell out. Let me see if they resonate. What energies need healing in the month of August? I feel like there's, there we go. Okay, let me look at these one by one here. So we have healthy boundaries. So again, for some of you, you might be needing to look at how you're setting boundaries with people and what that looks like, and how you're setting boundaries with yourself also. Sometimes this card comes up when we are not honoring our own needs, when we are, and not taking care of ourselves well, right? We might have habits that we engage in that feel comforting at the time, but are really not healthy for us. So that's something that can benefit from some healing in the month of August. I'm also getting fertility, which is that card of creativity and energy, and it connects here with the second chakra. So some of you may need to do some healing around that second chakra, that sacral chakra. And again, there's some meditation healing videos on my website you can check out, or just go to YouTube directly, whichever you prefer. There's some healing around this lover's energy, which we picked up early on in the reading. And again, that may be either healing around expectations or overthinking, about bringing in a lover, overthinking it rather than allowing it, which is part of that manifestation piece as well. And or healing a past love relationship or a past situation. Flexibility. So some of you may be noticing that you're kind of rigid in certain areas. There might be things coming up, these triggers, these things that happen with people that may come up that cause you to feel rigid or less flexible. And also for healing in the month of August around action, taking action. Some of you may feel, I'm getting the word stuck or like feeling anchored to something, like you can't take action. So there's a belief in there around, a belief about that you can't take action that is holding you back. It's not that you can't take action. You can absolutely take action. But there's something about the way you're thinking about it or believing about it that is keeping you from taking action on something important to you in the month of August. So let's pull some final messages here for you, Scorpio. Spirit, what other messages, last messages for Scorpio in the month of August, please? Thank you. Oh, nice. Wow. All right, we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than love. So for some of you, that might be part of the thing that's hanging you up, is that you're so overly focused on love, it's keeping you from having clarity elsewhere. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this can go both ways, right? Pride can be, we can be prideful in a way that is arrogant, but we can also have pride, a sense of well-being and a sense of self-love that isn't arrogant, that really is about that nurturing and loving ourselves. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So where you're having fear or feeling stuck, now you can have awareness. Now you can have awareness in that situation and allow that awareness to help move you out of denial and out of fear. And I'm going to pull a final soul message for you. Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Wow, great, great message here. The importance of this is how we, especially when we talk about manifestation and using the energy of manifestation, a lot of that has to do with where we're putting our focus, our energy. So we can try to manifest something, but we're mistakenly, or accidentally, we're focusing on the lack of something. I'm lacking love, therefore I want love. And that is not the energy of manifestation. That is something completely different. And so this card feels to me like it's reinforcing that message for you. So for those of you that are really working on that manifestation energy this month, again, this would be a good thing to consider what you're focused on. Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Beautiful messages, Scorpio. I hope this something here resonated for you and that you found some comfort in the messages that came forward. And I am sending you all much love in the month of August, and I look forward to connecting with you again in September. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out Light Guided in the link below. And much love. Take care.